this would do, and we would get a string. Just to make a circle, this is. But it's much easier. I usually go 12, which means I do midnight and 1/2 past, and then 1/4 past and 1/4 to, and then I fill in the gaps. That's usually how I make my circles, and I have 12. If you're a weaver and you want to go over and under, you need an odd number, because you have to change as you go round, but we're not doing weaving.
Yeah, this you don't need to have even because you've done the twisting.
So this is what I usually do if I'm making one.
With this one, does it matter if it's even or odd? Or?
No, it doesn't make a difference.
No.
Okay.
Pairing doesn't matter. It only does if we've got 2 colours. So usually I just do this, and I go peg, 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 peg. Otherwise you end up with an oblong or squares. It's just easier if you do it this way. But that's what I usually do. Not that it matters very much, but it just makes it a nicer circle if you have something to give you a guide as you go around.
Yeah.
So I just put down there, you see, and I'd put my peg in here, and then I'd put 1/2 past in there, and then so you can see how it goes. And that would be about probably the same size as a bucket. I don't know, probably. Anyway, it can be whatever. People ask how far apart the stakes should be, and it entirely depends. You know, the closer together they are, the neater and the stronger it is. The further apart it is, it's more kind of straggly and big. So, you know, it's whatever. But usually I find that anything less than 8 is pretty skimpy. I have done indoor things. In my last house I had an indoor garden, and I would make things indoors, and I would make quite small ones sometimes. You know, it had small, different scales. But the trick is to make a little circle, go wiggling around, tie it at the top, and everything grows up. So, questions, anybody?
I'm wondering about, I've got a question going back to materials.
Mm-hmm.
And so if we were actually using, say, prunings from an apple tree, and if they were fresh, would you still have to soak them, or the fresh prunings pliable?
No, anything fresh is fine, and it depends where you keep it as to how long it will stay fine.
Okay.
Oh, I haven't given you the grapevine. Grapevine's down there too. Yeah, I think, you know, you can tell. I mean, you can tell when they're bendy. You see, these are lovely now. They've been in the water for a week.
Okay.
And probably the natural willow. Oh, I forgot to show you my willow bush down there. You want to see it, Michael? If you pick it now, new growth, you couldn't use it. It would be too frail.
Ah.
You can only, you have to let it grow until the end of September for it to have any body. Otherwise, it's just...
So it's too young, it would snap?
Yeah, it would snap. It wouldn't work.
Okay.
A bit too thin.
Yeah. It needs to have a season to grow.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and then it's fine.
Okay.
And of course, once the leaves are off, you don't have to take, that's, you know, if you get it with leaves on, you have all the leaves to deal with.
Right.
Like the grapevine.
Yeah.
You know,
so usually something like that, you would wait until October or some time when the leaves are off.
That's right.
And then you do it. Yeah. You do your fence the year after.
And I mean, if you haven't done it before, have a look around, because you have to, we call it coppicing.
Yeah.
And coppicing is when you cut the whole thing down and the new growth comes up, and it comes up again. So if you haven't coppiced it, you could probably just about coppice it now, but cut everything off the willow. You feel a bit mean, but cut it right down. It'll send these lovely new growths up. And then you go back in the fall, and you cut them all off again, and up they come. So you have to go and look in the bushes, the hedges, beside the railways, fine. And usually willows are tall. I mean, they went, how big are they? They're usually about 10 feet.
10 feet.
Like anywhere that grows pussy willows. But if you're really serious and you have a willow bed, it's worth getting basketry willow because it's much more superior than the natural stuff.
How do you get that?
I can tell you. Yes, you can buy lakeside willows. Mine not a very good example, but she sells them, and also there's a very nice man who lives in Vancouver. He's in BC, and I got all mine from him originally. Jim, Christina Lake, I could find it, or you could find it if you looked up willow cuttings.
Willow for sale.
in the Christina Lake has the most beautiful willows, and I think probably the person in Wainwright got them from him, because I've known him.
They just mailed them to you, basically.
Yeah. So, I don't know what everybody would like to do. So whenever you bend anything in basketry, you don't want it to break. You
Right.
help it.
Yeah,
You don't
yeah.
just go boom.
Yeah.
So we're going to say put that one down there. And we might put two down, or we might snip that one off. It doesn't matter.
Mm.
Say that one's gone to there. Then we're going to bring this one. See? I think
Oh,
I want
two.
to help it. And I'm going to bring it down to there.
Right.
So now we've got two there.
Mm-hmm.
Now I might do the other end.
Okay.
So I've got,
You want me to hold those?
well, we can actually,
Oh, we
you
could
might-
put them in?
yeah.